Hey, Reflections. So, I recorded a video yesterday, and for some reason, my computer whacked out. I probably need to invest in an external hard drive for all of the videos that I've been producing. They're really in high quality, so they're a bigger file. And so I was editing yesterday, and all of a sudden, after hours of just putting so much into whatever I was putting into, it just didn't work out. And I just gave up and said, you know what? I'm going to try again when I come back home. And then something happened. So I decided, you know what? Let me just tell you what happened. So remember my premonition dream that I had the other day about me leaving the opera glasses? Now, if you're just watching this video and you haven't watched my other video, basically I had a dream, and I've been having premonition dreams that have been coming true. And I had a dream that I left my opera glasses home. That's it. There was nothing else than just me leaving my opera glasses at home. And I realized that I might have interpreted it in the wrong way. See, I have been really getting into these psychic abilities that I have been developing recently. And I had gotten my astrology reading done by another YouTuber and psychic as well. He's into astrology, and he said something that was very interesting. He said the difference between me and other astrologers is I read to the highest karma, to the highest possibility. And even with my own work and my own readings, I've decided to do the same as well, because you can interpret it in the lowest possibility or the highest possibility. And a lot of these psychics and astrologers, unfortunately, they basically interpret it to the lowest possibility, possibly because they don't know any better, or for the money, because they're trying to sell you trinkets and amulets and crystals and all of that stuff that you don't necessarily need if you know the truth and you know how to interpret these things. And I just interpreted it wrong, because I did not interpret it to the highest possible experience. So what had happened was, I basically went to the theater and I had my opera glasses. I made sure of it. I go to the will call center to pick up the tickets. And the guy at the counter, he asks for my first and last name, picks up the tickets, looks at the tickets, looks at me, looks at the tickets, looks at me. He goes, man, these are really bad tickets. These are really bad seats. And I said, yeah, they were the last seats available, and those were the only things that I could afford. Now, I only spent $40 on each ticket, and that was the only thing at that time I could afford, because I wanted to have this experience, but I just didn't have enough money to sit in orchestra and pay $200 a ticket. I just, at that point in time, in this point in time, I've been investing a lot in my videos and in equipment and all that good stuff, because you guys deserve it and I deserve it. And yeah, so he kept on looking, and he looked at the tickets and he looked at me and he goes, you know what? Don't worry about it. I have better tickets. And he gave us tickets right in the front in orchestra. And it was literally right by the stage, right in the center. And I was just so happy. And that also is a learning curve. Again, these things have just been coming to me recently, and I need to learn how to interpret them and to interpret it in the best and highest possibility, which is something that I'm learning. So yeah, that was amazing, and I wanted to share that with you guys because it's just little miracles like that, I wasn't expecting to get $150, $200 ticket to the opera. I mean, that's not something that I could have afforded at the time, and it wasn't in my budget, but I still wanted the experience. And then poof, something awesome happens like that. And I will tell you, really amazing things happen to me once I meditate. And again, yesterday I had meditated for 2 hours. I like to do at least 2 hours a day because I really see miracles happening when I just focus all of my energy on no thought. And I really feel that's where we manifest most of our reality. So that was super duper duper awesome. I was going to talk about something completely different today, and that miracle completely happened. And I am getting so focused and so sure of myself and only expecting the best things to come to me. And I also hope you guys feel that way as well. So a lot of people have been asking me, how have you been having all of these experiences? You're just rolling out the videos and you're having all of these cool experiences. And I just wanted to give you what works for me, and hopefully this might work for you as well. You can just try it out and see. And I also invite you to have the courage to go within and to experience your inner space. So what do I do in order to have these experiences? Number one, now, this is just what works for me, and hopefully, you can try these things out. Maybe they will work for you, maybe they won't, but it doesn't hurt to try. So I pay attention to my food and water. So for me, in my experience, and what I see also with other, people that have been having these experiences, whether it's astral projection, lucid dreams, developing psychic abilities, clairaudience, all that type of stuff, accessing the Akashic records, which I have done recently, and I did it on the 222 upgrade. I did it just the other day, and I've done it in with the shaman in an LSD experience when I got my cosmic upgrade, and also soul mission, so basically what this experience was understanding and realizing things from all perspectives, not just my own, and in all points in time and space, not just not just now, but past, present, future, and now. Understanding these experiences on the planetary level, intergalactic, and universal level. So it was understanding all perspectives, not just my own little tiny perspective. But so these are the experiences that are transformative. And so hopefully this works for you. What I do is I pay attention to my diet, my water. I like to eat vegan, vegetarian foods. I find that these high vibration foods helps me be in alignment with a certain type of energy. It's a struggle every single day. I have to keep on it. So another thing that works is observation. And this whole entire experience happened once I observed. I observed that I was unhappy all the time. I observed that I was jealous. I observed that I am angry. I observed that somebody annoys me. I observed these things. Once I observe these things, I reflect on these things. I see where that source is coming from. Is it coming from ego? Is it coming from a feeling of not being protected, being unloved, being unworthy? Just looking at where this is coming from. The next thing I do is, after diet, certain energy practices, Tai Chi, Kung Fu, these types of things, observation, reflection, and meditation. Then I meditate. I meditate on it, and I meditate for a while because I like to be in those states for a good amount of time. Also, it takes me a long time to get into that no thought lucid state, which I like to do in my meditations too. And then after meditation, you're going to have inspiration, because the most beautiful things happen when you go within and you find your truth, and you find you're knowing, that's when I go within, whether it's in a psychedelic experience or in a meditative experience, I always know so much more, not only about what I have to do, why I'm here, my purpose. That's another thing. What I would do is question, am I happy? Question, what am I here for? Question, what can I do to serve humanity? What can I do to serve others? Be in service. That's another thing I would do. Am I forgetting something? After all of that, after you question, after you observe, after you reflect, after you meditate, you get inspiration. And after inspiration, you take action. And that's why I have been so motivated to get on it and not be lazy, because, we all get into that space where, we just don't want to create, we don't want to reflect, we don't want to meditate, and we just become lazy. And, that's wasting time. And I've wasted a lot of time already, and I'm ready to just go with it and do it. And that's why I have been just churning out the videos, because I realize, I am living in my divine purpose. I'm living in what I'm supposed to be doing, and it's fulfilling, and it's happy, and it's connecting, and it's spreading love. So that's when you take action, and that's also when you get results. So yeah, that was a very interesting experience that I had, and I'm so grateful that amazing things like this happen, but they happen when you are at a certain, vibration. Whatever you are feeling, whatever vibration that you are carrying is what is going to be matched, and that's when you have to be careful about what you're thinking, and just to observe these things. Because when I have a negative thought, I don't push it away, I observe it. It's not very healthy if you're just like, no, I can't look at this, I can't look at this. Yeah, I'm not negative. I am sometimes. And instead of identifying with that negativity, I observe that negativity, and that is alchemy. Anyway, reflections, I hope you're having an awesome, awesome, awesome day. Hey, reflections, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and check out my other videos.